Oilersnation After Dark begins now.
No Leon Draisaitl. No problem for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. It was a team effort through and through in a huge Pacific Division matchup. A massive 4-point swing. Big 2 points for the Edmonton Oilers. Cup year.
Cup year.
I believe it a little bit more after a big win like that on the back of some depth goals from the Edmonton Oilers and, of course, some solid goaltending from Connor Ingram. The boys get the dub, defeating the San Jose Sharks by a score of 5-3, which my counterpart here, I believe, did predict
5-3.
On pre-gaming.
5-3, yeah, nailed the score. Max Jones, anytime, the wheel. Just because it's first goal, you got to further sprinkle now. Murphy let us down, but hey, we're not going to let that distract us from a great night. And we had the luck of the Irish on our side here on St. Patrick's Day. Oilers 4-1-1 in their last 6.
Uh-oh. Happy learned how to putt. I said that earlier on pre-gaming. And here we are. We're feeling good. Victory edition of ONAD tonight. St. Patrick's Day edition as well. If you couldn't get that from here.
Yeah.
But we're happy to have you join with us. Throw down your courtesy like. Make sure you are subscribed to the ON YouTube. And ONAD is brought to you by Bet365. Download the app today. And right now, hockey fans, you can check out Bet365's 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up by 3, you get paid. It is that simple. Download the app today. Must be 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Joined by the one, the only, the Mad Hatter, Michael Menzies. Also, producer Brett Holden behind the scenes. Getting roasted online today for wearing a Jack Campbell Texas Stars jersey.
Texas Stars.
It's not a Dallas Stars jersey.
Jack Campbell, former Oiler. Sorry.
Who?
Yeah,
former 11th overall pick.
You know damn well who.
World Juniors, Team US. I don't know why we're doing that right now.
He's the reason why I got. That's the reason why I got the jersey. I liked him in the World Juniors.
What a night, Menzies, for the Oilers.
Yeah.
Something tells me the Rogers Place faithful. They're going to have a good one. They were partying inside the building. Think they're going to keep on partying tonight. Men's vibe check, brother.
Hey, that's a good win for this team. It wasn't pretty throughout the duration of the game. There were some stretches that weren't so good, but they respond after giving up the first. They take a big lead into the first intermission, 3-1. The second period, it tilts back the other way. But instead of faltering in the third, like we've seen in the last couple games where the opposition really steps up, the Oilers were the team to do that through the contributions of Max Jones and the fourth line. Big night for them, very efficient night for them because they didn't play a whole lot, but they got the critical goal to go ahead, and the Oilers had a nice, I think, overall team effort tonight for 2 big points. You got to feel good about this one.
It's a beauty. Trent Frederick with an apple in this one. Adam Henrique, 2-point night for the Edmonton Oilers in just over 10 minutes time on ice. And then, of course, oil to the max, Maximum Jones. I actually see my brother is in the chat right now and said, can't believe Bordzy didn't have Max Jones' game-winning goal in his bankroll tonight. The wheel told us Max Jones earlier today on pre-gaming. It said first goal scorer. You bet both.
Yep.
And color me jealous right now, brother, that we couldn't celebrate that one together. Still a big goal. Still a big win for the Edmonton Oilers.
I wish my account didn't allow me to bet on 365 for that shot block thing.
Yeah.
But how about the game for Murphy? Murphy, I thought, was fabulous tonight. Obviously, he scores. But why wasn't he blocking shots? Because they were just nullifying plays in the D zone. There didn't seem to be a whole lot of danger when Murphy was out there tonight, and he looked good.
It was a terrible night to bet Connor Murphy block shots. Let the cat out of the bag, let everybody in on it.
No secret.
Of course, it was going to happen tonight. He had 0, but it's not by anything about him playing bad. In fact, he played so well, the puck was just never in the Oilers' zone when Darnell Nurse and Murph Dog, Connor Murphy, were on the ice together. They were just getting pucks out cleanly, winning board battles, effective breakout passes. It was I can't say Darnell Nurse Whisperer. We've said that about so many people in the past, but they got something good going on right now.
Nurse Whisperer.
Great White Buffalo. Speaking of awesome, the super chats are in. Reminder, all your super chats in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, a cause that does incredible things for families going through some very, very difficult times. We had brunch for Ben a couple weeks back. It was awesome. Shout out to the Stelters. Our queen Tammy is in. She says, yes, every single game means something. So happy for the 2 points. Stick taps, hearts for Ben always. She's also missing a simple cup year.
Cup year.
Thank you, Tammy, my queen. We hope you are doing well. Cup year is then in the chat. I'll allow you to say it after that.
Cup year. You got me.
I always get confused when his name is Cup Year.
Yeah.
2969 donated. Nice. Says, Kiefer sure looks unhappy. Let's go, Oil. Cheers to a Cup Year.
Cup year.
Kiefer Sherwood, yes, he did bury on the breakaway this evening against the Edmonton Oilers. Yes, he did sign a pretty big ticket earlier this season. But he didn't get the dub, baby. Go Oil. Then Rusty's in, $5. We are now tied for first place in the division. Clap it up, boys.
Yeah,
Clap it up.
It's good.
Who said we couldn't do it? Who said we couldn't be here? Excellent win. Let's go Buffalo. Beat the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go Oilers. Cup, yeah.
Cup year.
As I check, the Sabres still up 1-0 on the Golden Knights with 15 minutes to go in the second period. Oh, it's scoreboard watching season. It's standings watch.
Yeah.
Every single pre-gaming, every single After Dark, because everything matters. And then we got D-Pal in again, boys. $69.99
Wow.
again. And he says, quote, I've seen enough. 8 by 10 million minimum. 8 by 10 million Jones to the max. Bowman probably. Cup year.
Cup year.
I don't know about that, but he did score his
Is it the
second
term
goal
or the
of
AAV
season.
that scares you? There?
No, you could not give me enough term with Maximum Jones. With effort like that, leadership like that in the locker room for the Edmonton Oilers, God closes a Leon Draisaitl sized door. He opens up a Max Jones window, a maximum window, you might even say.
Yeah.
That was poetic.
That's a double. That's a whole patio door out there. That's a sliding door. Wham! Here comes Jones.
Whammo! All right, shout out also to our friends Derek Dodge, Edmonton, because this is the beginning of a new chapter for Derek Dodge as they are under new ownership, bringing a fresh approach and a renewed energy and focus on customer experience. And right now, look below me on the screen in front of you. If you buy a vehicle, with any vehicle purchase right now, you will receive a trip for two to Viva Las Vegas. Flights and accommodations entirely taken care of by our classy friends at Derek Dodge Edmonton. They do awesome stuff. Getting a sick whip. Also go to Vegas. If you do it quickly, you could come next week, next Thursday. You could join us for the nation vacation.
Well, that'll be quick.
Hey, you got to do that pretty quickly. So you better need that vehicle. You better need that vehicle right now. Vibes are good right now. I'm enjoying a lot of energy in the chat. While I have you all here, let me remind you, you see that voicemail line? It's active at the top of the chat. That's not just for my co-host here to really just attempt more weird impressions, which I do appreciate.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
want more weird impressions from you or the AI modulated voices, of course. Let me know your thoughts on the hockey game. Who played good? Who played bad? Thoughts on Connor Ingram with another fantastic performance for the Oilers. Pod Coles it. Just keeping that career high goal total, keeping it climbing right now. So it's a lot of reasons for optimism after a night like this. They took care of business against a team that they should have taken care of business from or on. I don't know how to say that properly. Before we get into the headlines, give me a little bit of Drizzy Drake. Come on, Brett, give it to me.
Yeah.
I love when you do that. Headlines brought to you by Tim Hortons Roll Up the Rim season. Do you feel that? It's still in the air. That's because roll-up season is still on. You can play on the cup while supplies last, but do not forget to also play on the Tim's app, which means more chances to win. Just for doing what you already do, getting Tim Hortons. Roll-up season is only around until March 22nd. That's 5 more days, folks. So don't wait until it's over to realize you forgot to play. For more info, check out timhortons.ca/rollup. Roll up to win only at Tim's. I'd ask you if you've won recently. My confidence level is not high.
No, I haven't been. Not lately.
There you go. Once
But
again,
I haven't won.
That's why you play on the app, because I keep winning on the app. I have yet to
You
win
can't
in
stop
person.
winning. You're just winning so often. It's unbelievable how much he's winning, unless it's baseball with my
Venezuela, what up?
Oopsies.
Maduro.
Just before we get into headlines, Battle has sent me a clip here from Adam Henrique on the bench in his post-game interview.
Whoa.
He said it's a pretty good hype clip, so figured maybe might as well start it off right there.
Give it
Let's
to
see
me.
what Rico's got.
You were acquired by the Edmonton Oilers a couple of deadlines ago. This is your second full season here in oil country. We know April's around the corner and how crazy this building can get. How much do you enjoy being an Edmonton Oiler, Adam?
It's the best. Playing in front of these fans here, the best fans in the NHL. So that's a big reason for coming back, and can't wait for more of that.
Well, number 19, congratulations on victory number 34 tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
There's Adam Henrique, 2 assists and a 5-3 victory as your Edmonton Oilers pick up a big victory.
Tony Brouwer is the ultimate hype man. He's the ultimate hype man with the way his voice changed a little bit. Like, remember some of his playoff videos where he's just screaming
yeah.
into that camera? Brett, that's a job made for you, actually.
I'd love to do
He's stepping
that
on your
stuff.
turf.
Oh, I would love to do. It's funny because also knowing Tony, who's like the nicest guy, most down to earth guy,
Very.
and he just ripping stuff like that off is so funny. He's so good at it. He
Him
just
and-
loves hockey. He just loves the Oilers. He
Loves the game, loves his family. That's great.
Great guy.
And him and Jack Michaels go to the same school of pulsating action.
Down the stretch they go.
Jitterbugging.
The twine got bulged a couple times this evening.
Especially in the first period, the Oilers were bulging the twine.
So let's talk about that first period from your Oilers, because it's another prime example of why you wait for the Oilers to go down 1-0 before you ever bet them on the money line, because that's just good business, folks. That's just good gambling. Started with it was tough. It was a pretty brutal turnover from Jason Dickinson in the neutral zone, and one where early on in the game you're like, that might be him in the elevated role, trying to possibly do a little bit too much. I think after this, though, the team thoroughly dialed in. So he gets burned on this one, and then the Oilers, they snap out of it, man, and they just played some opportunistic, solid hockey in the first period, I'm going to say, because they scored back-to-back goals within a 5-minute stretch in that first. You see it there. Ryan Nugent Hopkins from Leon Draisaitl's office. Who needs him? I thought the Oilers' power play in general looked pretty good this evening without number 29. And there's 93 giving his best 29 impression. This one labeled for the top corner. He slid over in time. That is just a good shot from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And then you saw as the game went along, to continue with the power play discussion, they were getting their opportunities, dude. Evan Bouchard, we said on pre-gaming, becomes option 1A for the Oilers. He was ripping pucks. The Sharks were eating pucks.
Oh, man.
Especially in the third period on the power play. You couldn't pay me enough to step in front of those ones, but good start from the Oilers here on the power play. Overall thoughts?
Yeah, I thought the power play, I was curious to watch the power play tonight because obviously they love to funnel pucks to Draisaitl and feed him that one-timer. Could you zag here a little bit and say, is it good that they're it's not good that he's injured, but they're forced to have to get a few other plays comfortable in their toolbook here down the stretch so that when Draisaitl does come back, now more players are comfortable, stepping up in those roles. And obviously, look, we're talking about a power play that is perhaps the greatest the league has ever seen.
Trying to beat their own record.
But overall, I thought tonight one game pretty good. From what you saw, and the Sharks were trying it, and to their credit, eating pucks left and right. They were an all night, whether it was 5-on-4 or even strength. It was a wide disparity, and good on them, but it wasn't enough. The Oilers here in Nedeljkovic, he's there, but he's not there. Nugent Hopkins finds a way.
He's not there enough. To add on to your San Jose point, yeah, they won the block shots battle 15-7.
Yeah.
So 2x in the Edmonton Oilers. Ryan in the chat just said Bouchard was knocking them down like bowling pins, but they kept getting back up.
Yeah.
That was the problem with the scenario. Credit to them. I will tip my leprechaun hat to thee for that. But then you continue along in the first period where the Oilers, they get a 3-1 lead. The second goal, Connor Murphy.
Yeah, just winning a draw.
Winning a draw. Fundamentals. Dickinson, I believe, back to Connor Murphy. So the two new guys combining for this goal here. Nothing pretty, nothing sexy, nothing fancy. Just a puck on net from the point through a lot of traffic. Connor Murphy wasn't focused on blocking shots tonight. He actually had 2 shots on goal. He had a goal, and this is just total added bonus. I talk about this a lot on pre and post here that I've been so thoroughly impressed from the new guys in that I was sold a bill of goods. They are dogs defensively. Murphy on the blue line, handling stuff, chaos in front of his own end, getting pucks out, and then Dickinson winning faceoffs, what he does on the PK. Same applies to Murphy. And any offense from them has just been a total added bonus throughout this. We've seen Dickinson have a little bit of chemistry. We saw with Roslovic and Nugent Hopkins at points in the last game. He's even throwing the body like crazy. He had a tip-in redirection. New guys showing up a little bit of offense here, Michael Menzies.
It's always nice to score on a non-scoring chance.
Yeah, on a not expected goal.
Yeah, like this is a point shot. If I'm looking at this from I was going to say Saints perspective.
You got Saints on the brain. We will get into our top 4 or top 5
Someone
favorite
replied
Saints.
to me with Spruce Grove Saints when I tweeted that out, and I just cringed. With that said, it's nice to score on a point shot. It sunk the Sharks. I think overall in this game, that's the one they need back. They need a save there. For the Oilers, it was big because it kept this momentum riding where they were able to take a multi-goal lead eventually at the end of the first period. But, hey, Louis says, shot mentality.
Murphy had a chance, too, off the face-off. He almost
Yeah.
had 2 goals and 2 straight, shots.
We screamed, are we on Hattie Watch? Are we going to be on
Almost.
Hattie Watch here for Connor Murphy?
I've been
Connor
sick.
Murphy. Then continuing that
This
first
is worth
period.
like 3 hats if you were to throw it at the game. This be
Oh, the mess of hats that would have been thrown up. What was Banjo Guy rocking tonight, too? That was, see you in my nightmares later on tonight. We love you, Banjo Guy. That was some of your all-time best work. That was horrifying
interesting.
in all the best ways. In all the best ways. I mean this thoroughly complimentary. Now, you could say it for in the first period. We looked at it, kind of the money puck, deserved to a win-o-meter. The Oilers, can you give us the third goal here as well? Because, once again, nothing sexy, special of a play here. It's just the Oilers winning a battle. Rico putting it on the tape of Vasily Podkolzin. And whammo, he fires that one on net. The Oilers finished the first period with a 3-1 lead. But, I mean, arguably, once again, if we're in the safe space right now, I don't feel like they were, frankly, a little bit lucky in that. We looked at the expected goals. It was supposed to be 0.5 to 0.5. You got to be lucky to be good to be lucky. And it was just nice to start a hockey game here. And once again, they went down 1-0 early, but they were
I ain't gonna bitch about having the better goalie tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I
goddamn
mean?
right. Goddamn right.
The expected goals. Well, if you look,
And I'm just talking about the first period.
But,
That we talk about
yeah.
them often not being opportunistic, and especially without a guy and Leon Draisaitl. You get a goal from Pods, you get one from Murph that might not be prototypical chances, and you're sitting there with a 3-1 lead going, okay, how are the Oilers going to break my heart this time? How are they going to fuck it
Yeah.
up this time? And they sure attempted to in the second period. You could feel the momentum completely flipped. The ice was tilted all in the Sharks' favor. And yeah, they won the shot battle in that period. I think it was 15-12 at the end of the day. So Edmonton still did put on a fair amount of rubber. They scored 2 goals in that period. And you kind of walked out of that one being like, well, here we are again. Buckle up for another adventurous third period where the Oilers are going to need to adjust. It's a heavyweight battle. It's a boxing match. First period, the Oilers, they had the lead. San Jose comes back and adjusts. They kind of took it to the Oilers in the second. Thoughts on the middle frame this evening?
So the Oilers get a good break where the puck over glass penalty, they are able to review, and it was a good call. They get it to skip off the top of the glass, so
Great
no
camera
penalty.
work.
What I didn't like was that on the next face-off, Celebrini goes by, and I'd have to watch it again to see who he beat off the draw, but he goes forward off the draw, and it's a point-blank scoring chance in front. And that was kind of a sign that the Sharks obviously weren't happy. Look, at that point, it had been 10 goals allowed in their last 4 periods. And without Askarov, the team had to start picking it up here. They're at the end of a road trip, all that. You know, they push back for a young team in a spot. And the Oilers, for all the talk Knobloch had about it being a bit more of a matchup game tonight and this or that, his old habits it was strength on strength.
You mean Chris Knobloch lied to the Edmonton Oilers fan base?
Man, what a day of Knobloch fibs. Unbelievable.
Well, you see, the thing about things is that things change, and we felt we might as well throw 97 on 71, and it felt like he did a pretty good job.
And it was
that.
fun. It was fun, but I feel like there were good portions in that second period where the Sharks were getting a little bit of the better of it on the strength on strength.
I think they were getting a lot better of it.
But they were equal. It was that other line of the Sharks. Drew Remenda was back and creating havoc, and Remenda with Gaudette and Sherwood were friggin' buzzing like Thornton and Marlowe.
Pavel Regenda, not to be confused with Drew Remenda.
Whatever, yeah, that's right.
Don't bring up old wounds like Drew Remenda, old scars on my brain, if you will.
At least you didn't get hit in the Drew Remendas.
Yeah,
nice, Brett. Nice, Brett. Good pull. And then you get into the third period where. This is the story of the entire hockey game, is that the Oilers scored 5 goals. Connor McDavid was only involved in 1 of them on the score sheet. And the Oil got depth scoring, and not from any more of an unlikely source, or likely if you bet it, like my friend Michael Menzies here, plus $1,100 or plus $1,100 on Bet365, not for $1,100. That would have been sick. But Oil to the max. Maximum Jones, Maximus, our boy. All right, this is the moment of the game, Bright Dental moment of the game, his second of the season for the Edmonton Oilers, and it's a battle won down low by Freddie and Max Jones. They poke the puck. You'll see it here as it kind of develops. Poke the puck out. Adam Henrique throws it on net, and I love this about Max Jones. The moment he's Johnny on the spot down low, he makes the play, going right to the net.
Simplify.
Stick on the ice. Bloodthirsty Shark. Also, that celebration was fantastic. I think it was a finger wag, maybe finger guns.
I think he says bang.
If that's the NFL, you're getting a 50-yard penalty immediately.
And
you can't be pulling
fine.
any triggers. Either way, electric goal. Babu Bot from Seinfeld. No. This was unbelievable. We jumped out of our seats. We high-fived so hard. My hand still feels like it's ringing. Oil to the max. I say unlikely source. But, Mans, you have the floor right now. You knew this was going to happen.
Well, I can predict the future. No, it's funny because 8 minutes in the game, because each team had a power play, the fourth line hadn't had a shift yet out of the ice. So Jones actually finishes sub 7 minutes in this game, 6:56. But you talk about efficiency. I mean, tremendous work from Jones. And at times this season, there hasn't been enough of this, okay? Win a battle down low, the classic, okay, win back possession, funnel pucks to the net, crash the net hard, good things happen.
Hard hat, lunch pail.
Yeah, boop, boop, boop. And away you go, hammer away. And Nedeljkovic looked like a Ned on that play, and they beat him up. So, good to see.
Who needs Sergei Bobrovsky to beat that man up? Just looking at this, Max Jones, 6:56, 2 shots, 4 hits, 1 goal. That's the kind of stuff you dream of, brother. We're talking about calling up Ike Howard and whatnot on pre-gaming. Keep this effort up.
Don't need him.
Who needs anything?
Ike Howard can't be Oil to the max.
No, only one man.
Only one
can go
man.
to the max, and that is Max Jones. On the other side, we got to talk about him. Feel like we've done a little bit of a disservice here to not mention him that much. Connor Ingram, the Edmonton Oilers' #1 goaltender, looked like a #1 tonight, stopping 27 of 30 for an even 900 save percentage.
Yes.
Woo! 0.35 goals save above expected. Yep. Couple shillings for you. Shillings for you. Shout out to Ryder and Lisa for all the prop comedy that we have here this evening. But once again, I feel like I'm just a broken record every single time I address Connor Ingram because, man, he was good. He was solid. And even in this one, he had some game-saving big stops, point blank, in tight, especially. Once again, he allowed 2 in the second period. I'm not putting Ingram to fault on really any of those. He was solid throughout, and it's a similar story every night. I talk about his rebound control, very good. Calm, cool, collected are the words that come to mind when you watch Connor Ingram. It's not just because I compare him to a Jari, to a Skinner. This guy just eats pucks up, and you can feel the confidence building in him, the fan base, the players in front of him as well. Once again, broken record. Connor Ingram, if we are going quality start meter, thumbs up from our goaltender, our number one goaltender.
The San Jose Sharks are trying to get into his head too. Like they were all
Good
over.
luck.
They were all over him, trying to kind of make him think about the guys that were coming to the crease, and he just had none of it tonight.
Ingo, as they
Kingram, Himgram, Innie, King. There's so many nicknames, and I accept all nicknames when it comes to Connor Ingram because I'm nothing but full of love when I'm thinking about him and what he's given the Edmonton Oilers.
Ingo.
Saint Ingo.
No, he was good, and I tell you what, he got a piece of the puck on the first goal against that he had little chance on there too, so it showed that he had some battle. And in that third period, not a ton of those high dangers, but when the Sharks, had a look, he was there. He didn't wilt. This is now 4-0-1 in his last 6 starts. Because he gets pulled out of the Avs game. That's not his game anymore. So it's been a while since he's lost in regulation. I mean, overall, this is the type of win. Usually, this is especially a football thing. Like when the starting quarterback, the first game after he's announced injured, the first game with the backup, the team usually plays extremely well. Because it's an emotional high. And the Oilers' depth seemed to play that way upon this news. And look, it'd been kind of braced for it. You could read the tea leaves a bit. Yesterday's quotes from McDavid and Dickinson this morning with Nugent Hopkins and Savoy that, they were preparing for this. And, the team had been 15 games, something like that, this season and last season that they've played without him. They had a winning record in those games. The Oilers just need to keep trucking along here. They've been able to cut and paste a pretty good effort. The Sharks have more jump and more scoring power than a team like Nashville at the moment. Just keep moving along here. 2-hour rule. We enjoy this. We love this. And then you got a Stanley Cup final rematch on Thursday.
If you mentioned the comments from the team the last game, Connor McDavid's quotes specifically talking about if you're going to go after our star players, our best players, we're going to be coming. I was really expecting them to really come out with some force, but you noticed it again. I already mentioned them with Ingram.
Yep.
There were a lot of scrums where something happened and he went there, like Connor, I think it was Connor Murphy, just grabbed 72 and just started ragdolling him. It was very impressive. I really liked it.
The team looks like it's starting to gain a little bit of personality and a little bit of swagger back.
We have seen this now for a couple games, and it's the very thing that we bitched about so much at the beginning of the season. No pushback, no sandpaper, no fight from the Edmonton Oilers. And, dude, you saw it last game. That was a clean hit on Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers spent 20 minutes trying to kill Ozzy Weisblatt, and then compartmentalized, found the opportunity to take their chances, take their shots. Feels like they're gaining an identity right now, and you think, similar to last year during the stretch run, where number 97 was injured for a stretch, and you saw other guys have to step up down the line here, find some more production, which I think in turn led to them having confidence during the NHL playoffs when 97 did return. Now we don't know any updates on 29's playoff availability. I'm banking on that he's going to be ready to go. We talked about on pre-gaming that for Leon to miss 14 consecutive hockey games, for a guy that played an entire playoff series with a high ankle sprain, who played a whole 4 playoff rounds with a broken rib / broken hand going on as well, it has to be a pretty significant injury for Leon Draisaitl and the Edmonton Oilers. But overall, they got to find a way to battle without him. And I guess the one thing I liked about tonight is felt like everybody was carrying their water a little bit. It wasn't...
Yeah.
Everybody had to step up just a little bit extra. And I understand they say these in the pregame media availabilities, but it really felt like that. It wasn't just guys sitting back going, okay, let's wait for 97 to save our bacon here. I mean, hell, Max Jones gets the game-winning goal in this hockey game tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. So God closes a door. He opens a window. It's never ideal to lose your second best player on the team, a guy who was 4th in NHL scoring at the time of his injury. But men's, this could be, I guess, glass half full type thing. If other guys find their confidence, get rolling, 29 returns, they go down. I mean, we talked about it on pre-gaming, how it was a guy like Rico last year. And same with Connor Brown. They're playing 12 to 14 minutes a night normally. Those guys go down. That shoots up to 16, 17. They start getting the production because they're getting more touches. Sure, those minutes went down in the NHL playoffs, but they still had the confidence. They were still in the groove. Stella might be getting her groove back.
Yep, definitely. And Henrique is a great example of that tonight, too, who had a real good game. You'd like to see him snap the drought here soon. But Oilers point leader tonight with 2 assists and over 10
And we
minutes
talked
of
about
ice time.
scratching him a couple days ago.
Yeah.
How dare we? That jawline?
It's not, firmly in pen necessarily. But, no, I mean, the Oilers, what was also nice about this game was that nobody else left the game. Because that's been the run here for the last 2 weeks. So, yes, a good win, but also, more importantly, nobody else gets knocked out here. So the Oilers got enough people in the infirmary at the moment.
Yeah, it's a win just by not subtracting.
And hopefully
anything from the Oilers.
Emberson, I wouldn't be shocked if Emberson, if it's not Thursday, Saturday.
He's been skating
Yeah.
with the boys at practice. Once again, was never placed on IR or anything like that. He's just been listed as out day to day, what have you. And just looking at it, feels good seeing the Edmonton Oilers tied for first place in the Pacific Division as of this very moment.
Do we have a score update?
Let me go for a score update quickly.
Vegas?
Still 1-0 for the Buffalo Sabres. 16 minutes remaining in the third period. Come on. Come on, Buffalo.
God, Vegas loves that low event hockey.
Yeah,
Not
chat,
much
if you guys
happening.
want to do me a favor and you can get that game on for you, can give us updates on the side of the chat as well. I would very, very much
chime in.
appreciate that.
Chime in. We don't mind at all.
We appreciate you. Yes, producer Brett?
You guys mentioned Ty Emberson there. Would you take out Spencer Stastny for Ty Emberson right now?
I'm not. Spencer Stastny has been more than fine, in my opinion. He's been admirable. He's been okay. I think I would still like to see Ty Emberson back in that slot because I do think we've seen him hit maybe a higher peak throughout the season at points, but thoroughly, I don't have much bad things to say about Spencer Stastny. Chat, I'm curious. Answer producer Brett's question as well. I would throw Ty Emberson back in there, but I mean, like, to me, they're maybe a 6A, 6B type situation, but I think Ty Emberson fully has the inside track. You also apply what he can do on the PK for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt Hatter?
Well, I just think that'll be like win and loss dependent here too. Like, it's always easier to make a lineup change after a loss. I do think that they're similar. Like, I don't see a ton of differences in their game. I think Emberson has maybe had, to your point, maybe some longer stretches of higher efficiency play, and might have a higher ceiling down the stretch of the games and working toward the playoffs. But
also might just be a familiarity there for me that the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
I could see them being yo-yoed in and out. Like, I'm not sure, even if they let's say there was a clinch playoff spot. Like, I feel like that's a yo-yo.
That's a 6A,
in the
6B.
playoffs at times. Like, I don't feel like it's a.
Do you need some speed? Do you need a shutdown?
6,
Yeah. Which hey,
Stone Cold 6.
It was 3:16 yesterday.
Yeah.
Battle, give me 2 beers.
Let's go.
I need them now. We also, shout out Waz, just showed up to the office tonight.
Yeah.
Just to hang out with the boys. And he brought one thing and one thing only. What did he bring? Green dye.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
green
forgot.
dye.
I was trying to think. I was just thinking of the things Waz was saying tonight, which
he
I
said
will
some
not
insane
repeat.
things.
Somebody said on pre-gaming chat, they're like, I missed the watch-along streams. And then I had the moment thinking today, there's no way we could do these with Waz.
It would not be able to be sponsored by anybody.
Oh, yeah. No.
No.
Anybody.
I'm shocked this show's
They would have to be deleted right at. They don't exist.
It's a live special.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Waz was in the house, fresh off some chicken and broccoli dinner, and I think he's
chia seeds.
It's Vulcan season.
He was buying chia seeds at the
It helps.
grocery
He's
store.
got a
He's
nice
going down the wrong aisle for those chia seeds. I'll tell you
tight
that.
white t-shirts. He's got.
I don't know, people, if you've noticed, Waz is getting jacked right now. He is. Follow me here. frame mogging all of
yeah.
us in the room.
All the time.
Nailed that.
And
Still him.
he came in with a different set of glasses that
Yeah.
he was wearing in the studio.
He has 3 pairs of glasses
Yeah,
now.
and he's
3
bumping
new
it up
faces.
to 5.
3 new faces.
For Vegas.
Yeah. Did I share with everybody? I don't think I have yet. Me and Waz are rooming together in Viva Las
Whoa,
Vegas.
That's a room.
1 king bed.
What?
They're sharing a bed.
We're sharing 1 king bed. So buckle up, Matt
Isn't that incredible?
Wozniak, because I like to cuddle and I like to get in there. So it's gonna be a good time.
You sleep in your underwear.
I can't
too.
wait to have when you're laying normally when you're in 2 separate beds and you're like that late night stepbrother. It's like, psst, you still awake?
Yeah.
I can't wait for pillow talk with Waz.
I don't think anybody
what
said
goes
that.
through his head late at night before he closes his eyes. And
When
Those
his
thoughts.
head hits that pillow.
it's gonna be a good time.
If
So,
the things he feels comfortable saying, fully conscious
in the
and
middle
aware,
of the day, yeah,
in the middle of the
That's what I
day,
mean.
I can only imagine a little drowsy Wozniak
After
there.
Vegas walk.
Yeah,
gonna be a good
Man.
time. I will update you on pre and post game through
that's
Nation
a
Vacation.
that's a watch
next
along.
week. Yeah,
That's a watch along.
I'll wear meta glasses and
Yeah.
just vlog my weekend with Waz.
Oh, you got new frames too, Bordzy. yes, I did.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Might have my name on them too. Same one. Oh, that's good stuff. Bo said, "I'm so jealous of Waz." Thanks, bud. I appreciate
Whoa.
it. We'll see. I mean, after that many beers. Either way,
That's a silent auction item. 1 night in a hotel room, king size bed.
Wise.
one night in Wozniak.
What happens in Vegas
Stays in
in Vegas.
Why-
At the moment,
Wise Kyle, quote, I can't wait for pillow talk with Waz. Bordzy, March 17th, 2026. That needs to go on a board. I
that
think.
does.
Yeah.
Quote card. Waz gonna be pissed when he realizes I'm recording everything he's saying.
We're going to cancel that.
Fellow idiot, OF account. Do it now.
Did you see the people at Target? No.
Okay. Anything else on the headlines we haven't touched on before we move to the good, bad, and the oily?
Celebrini sort of contained tonight. I mean, honestly, he had his point streak snapped. Sorry to take the non-block inhale there, but 9-game point streak snapped. -2 for Macklin. Too busy moggling.
Moglin Celebrini, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, Kiefer Sherwood, he's the high point man. Goal and an apple, +3 for him. That guy's a pest. That guy is a good player. And then, your line of Adam Gaudette, Regenda, and...
Man, these guys were...
Who was the other one? Wenberg? No.
Sherwood.
Sherwood. Yeah, of course. Yes. What am I? I was just saying his name. Yeah, they were pretty good. But once again, the Edmonton Oilers, they do just enough in the third period. Score 2 big ones. Maximum Jones and Zachary Martin Hyman, the children's book author, part-time NHL player, part-time Belleville. What team does he own, Brett?
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Shout out. Shout out to our boy ZMH. All right, let's go now. Good, bad, oily. Brought to you by
Do it.
Oodle Noodle. Download the app today. And once you do that, you can earn all kinds of loyalty rewards points when you are signed up. Take advantage of their many, many deals, including the $2 deal. On top of any regular or premium box for $2, you can get 2 green onion cakes or 5 spring rolls or 6 deep fried wontons. Or, nope, that's it. Those are your only 3 options. Can't get that anywhere else. You don't want to cook. Oodle Noodle should be the option for
Can
you.
you send Oodle Noodle to me while you're in bed with Wash?
I'll send some nudes your way.
Send nudes of
Send you
nudes?
nudes from the boys.
Send some nudes.
Honestly, that Thursday night, maybe, because you guys are doing pre and post for me
Yeah.
for the Vegas game.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send a little care package, a little treat your way.
Ooh.
Who knows? Or not. 'Cause I'll be,
For the Vegas trip,
I'll be on the casino floor at that point,
Yeah.
so I might have bigger fish to fry.
I get
or
a call being like,
I'm rich.
I need you to wire me $1,000 American.
Don't ask any fucking questions.
I don't need any of your shit right now. Okay?
Yeah.
I need you to say yes, and I need
you to go to my house. There's in my bedroom.
There's a key under the mat.
I need you to go to my mom's house, grab one of her necklaces, one of her watches.
Kiss her on the forehead and tell her everything's okay.
Yeah, she'll understand. She'll understand. This happens from time to time. Gonna be a good time out there. All right, let's kick it off. The good. We went with next man up mentality. No Leon Draisaitl, no problem. for tonight. I will say overall, we got depth goals from guys like Vasily Podkolzin and Connor Murphy, and then a Maximum Jones. You still got some of your top-tier production. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with his best impression of 29 on the power play. And Zach Hyman doing what he does best, banging away down low. It wasn't perfect tonight. It wasn't pretty. The Oilers in the second period felt like they really took their foot off the gas and allowed the Sharks to gain the momentum, to tilt the ice. But at the end of the day, that was a playoff-style win right there. They were more opportunistic than the San Jose Sharks. They relied on good goaltending. They defended well. They shut down the star player on the other side, Moglin Celebrini, as we have now nicknamed him. And it wasn't...
The lesser Matt Savoy.
You goddamn budget Matt Savoy, Macklin Celebrini. It wasn't just one guy. It wasn't the elite guys. It wasn't leaning on the power play. Every single player carried a little bit more water. What was the old one? Chop wood, carry water? No. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Dallas Aikens, shout out you. But thoroughly the good tonight, next man up mentality. A huge 2 points, 4-point swing in the Pacific Division standings without Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, and I mean, the Oilers 5-on-5. It was a game that, tilted, skewed more in the Sharks' favor. And the Oilers take advantage of their power play chance early, and then some unsharp Nedeljkovic in the first period. And that cushion gave them time to get their feet wet and be ready to play that third period, and they needed it. So, look, it wasn't the most perfect 60 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 82 consecutive games. It won't be. But, again, I saw a couple people, or somebody messaged me and said, man, after the Nashville game, Oilers were kind of lucky there at the end. And it's like, well, yeah, in one sense, but also in the other sense, the Predators were lucky to be in it at a certain point. Tonight, yeah, maybe the Oilers were lucky to be ahead after one, but there's been so many times, particularly in January, some of those home games, like when they lost 1-0 to the Islanders, and when they lost to the Devils 2-1. And they lost these games where they weren't able to capitalize on certain chances despite the ice being tilted some way. Over the course of an 82-game sample size, some of those are going to even out. It's the right time, and even with those high-danger looks, not a lot of them were the gaping, like, man left wide open, backdoor, tap-in sort of scenario either. So, look, solid performance. Move on. 2 points. Thank you very much.
2-hour rule.
Thank you very much.
Those were some crazy words back to back to back. No gaping, wide open, backdoor. Must be after
Victory Edition After Dark, man. You never know what you're going to get. Also, to add on to that, you're talking about, there were high... Yeah, leave me a little... Wait, consent? Consent?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that felt right. That felt right. Talk about also, though, like some... Yes,
you see the way it jiggled?
That's not regular. That's built like that.
It's not touched that
built
way.
Different. Where was I going with that? High danger chances were 13-10 in favor of the Sharks, but you're talking about guys stepping up also for the good. Could be Connor Ingram in this hockey game. I thought he was very, very impressive. Made a number of big stops. A lot of point-blank, in-tight opportunities right from the slot. Pad save. And once again, his rebound control was very, very good. But on top of that next man-up mentality the Edmonton Oilers had tonight, Zach Hyman, the goal scorer, the fifth goal scorer for the Oilers. He talked to the media post-game talking about a Moneyball approach to filling Leon Draisaitl's absence. Don't make me point at Pete again. Brett, play it.
Talk about with Leon out, lots of guys have to step up. Tonight, Murphy scores, Jones huge goal, Podkolzin, and like lots of lines contributed tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not gonna be able to score 5 every night, but it's nice when guys are feeling a part of it. Nobody's gonna replace Leon. He's one of the best players in the world. So collectively, as a group, everybody's got to raise their game, be a little bit better, and like you mentioned, we got contributions all throughout the lineup.
You're not going to find 97 points in production in one guy, but you can find everybody, grab a little bit more rope, pull a little bit harder, and I feel like that is what happened tonight. Also, he didn't say Moneyball. I thought he was going to reference it there. That was my bad.
Yeah,
I was giving bad info.
That was an hard description to kind of, categorize
but it makes sense.
in
it
a
makes
way.
sense,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, it makes sense. And, we've been seeing more Hyman in the post games. Hyman has become a regular fixture here because of his eloquent and
he's an author.
no
He's an
nonsense
author.
responses. So it's good to see, unlike the head coach.
They're grading Leon Draisaitl in the aggregate.
Yeah.
Is basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to get Chris Pratt to play first base. Scotty H, pick a machine. That's who's scoring goals tonight, boys.
I like it.
Now, we do always talk now around the office, and when the game's over, who's going to get the post-game interviews? I am thrilled to tell you that Max Jones spoke to the media
Yes, he
post-game.
did.
Oh, yeah, he did. This is your day. This is your world. We're just living in it, Max, and we are grateful to be a part of it.
This clip is also 46 seconds long.
Why?
Max Jones is all
Should have
over
put
the
$1
place.
million responsibly on Max Jones' anytime goal and plus
Took out a
1,100.
government bond
It's
on
bets
this.
like that. It's why you play the game. It's things like that. Shout out the wheel. It gave us a little something. I didn't ride with Menzies, and I regret it every step of the way. The Mad Hatter. Shout out Tim Burton for the directing on that one.
Yeah, I feel like Cat Williams in my whole setup.
Should I'll be Shannon
Especially
Sharp.
with a BBL in front of me.
Yeah, I'll be Shannon.
Cedric the Entertainer looks like a fat walrus, okay? You know why Steve Harvey is in Hollywood? Somebody wants a guy who looks like Mr. Potato Head, okay?
Cat Williams, all time.
I listened to the
love Cat
first
Williams.
20, 30 minutes of that podcast. I've probably listened to it 10 times.
Club Shay Shay.
Oh,
Shout out.
I watched Cat Williams for the first time when I went down to Seattle. It must have been Cat Williams week because all it was just Cat Williams stand-up. My dad and I watched it every single night. It was great.
nice.
One of the greats. One of the greats. With good comes bad.
Wait, do we have Max Jones?
We're going to wait for the Oily to hear from Max Jones.
Okay, fine.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
Bad is bad. We got to be negative here for a minute. No shit, it was the second period. It didn't go great for the Edmonton Oilers. They were outscored 2-0 overall in that period, allowing the Sharks to tie the game up at 3. Now in the third period, hey, they took care of business. They won the shot battle 15-7 in the third period. However, the only period they lost the shot battle was the second, 15-12. You could feel San Jose had adjusted well. They were playing with pace. They were playing with speed. They were taking it to the Edmonton Oilers a little bit. Felt like they were winning plenty of battles. And then, of course, obviously, they scored 2 big goals in that second period. I don't want to be overly negative. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's victory edition of ONAD. But I got to be real with the folks. The second period there was a little bit frustrating. And by a little bit, I mean very frustrating because you had the 2-goal lead and you're sitting there going, of course, we're about to enter a 20-minute period. One that had a lot of stakes on the line here, as I keep mentioning the 4-point swing. The Oilers, the good, they figured out in the third. The bad, they kind of let it slip in the second.
Michael Misa had a partial break that was whistled dead for a high stick, and I thought that would have been an interesting chance if it materialized, because Misa, in the 2 games against the Oilers this year, scored in each of them, but played pretty well. Not the case tonight. -4. He is the early lead at the Masters.
He was also the guy who was in front of Nedeljkovic on the Connor Brown goal.
Yeah. Connor Brown.
Did I say Connor? Damn it! I have been fighting the same Connor Brown all damn night.
How do you say his name?
There it is. Connor Murphy!
Connor Murphy!
Yeah, no. He's he had a tough night for the rookie. It's the end of the trip for the Sharks.
Yeah.
Be interesting for them. Obviously, we know, 7 points now up on the Sharks. They play the Sabres next. It's that stretch after the Buffalo game where really they get a lot of jabronis on their slate that they got to take care of to stay in this mix, because it is still a 3-game in hand scenario and where they're trying to get back in.
Once again, it's a good point you mentioned. This was the 5th and final game of a 5-game road trip here for the San Jose Sharks. I think they go 2-3-0 on that road trip. Once again, they still have 3 games still in hand on the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah. So standings watch. Oh, it's going to be active here for the next 3-4 weeks as we gear up down the stretch of the NHL season. Also, score update. Still 1-0 for the Buffalo Sabres over the Golden Knights.
Your
8
update
minutes,
is no
58 seconds.
as we've gotten used to here.
Well,
on After Dark.
Michael, you see, the update is that they're playing some really good defensive hockey out there, and they're just...
That's too coherent.
They're not quite good.
That's too
Bob
coherent.
had it first, though.
True, Bob did it first.
Apparently, it got chippy in that game. And apparently Rasmus Dahlin was in it again.
Really?
This guy might be a fucking rat.
What does he say to people out
love
there?
it.
I thoroughly want to know, because Brandon Hagel lost his fucking mind with Rasmus Dahlin, and he's not the only guy to do it. And while Hagel can be a nutcase from time to time, sure, can't we all? It's fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, 3 times, 4 times, like 5 times. It's Dahlin getting in these situations.
Yeah, 'cause
maybe he's got a very punchable face.
He got Austin Matthews, too, in the Winter Classic or the Outdoor Classic.
Well, look, if you played for the Sabres for how many years, you'd probably turn into a villain as well.
They have some pent-up aggression.
Is that enough? They're. I think they win tonight. What are they, first in the East?
Yeah, they're battling. I still can't believe this. Also, I think every single night Kevin Adams just sitting on his couch with one single tear going down and being like, these motherfuckers.
They're like 26-7-2 since they fired Adams.
And that makes that's just, they just figured it
And
out.
have they brought literally anybody in? They made a trade at the deadline. They brought in Morgan Stanley and whoever.
Same group. It's the same group.
It's so funny.
They just hated his guts.
We needed
They just
Yarmo.
hated his guts.
Yeah.
It's nothing more motivating and brings people together.
Bad
than hate.
leadership. Hey, when you get a bad manager, it's like a restaurant. They get a bad manager. The wait staff, the cooks, everyone gets chippy at each other, disgruntled. They leave, then they trauma dump on your boyfriend for an hour after work.
No, let's unpack this for a quick second.
I get it.
Time out with the GBO. We got to talk this out.
But
don't mind the 300,
it's
400
the
people in
same
here.
thing, bad management. It shouldn't affect things, but obviously it did here.
Totally. All right, now we move to the Oily.
I want to hear Max fucking Jones.
Oil to the max. Why don't let's give the people what they want. Here's Oil to the Max speaking to the media post game about his effort in this one. Let's take a listen.
How tough is it to not get discouraged going back and forth?
It's tough. They've been really good to me here in terms of communication and just this situation I'm kind of in. So it's been really good. My communication with Knobber and the staff has been every day almost. So it's to me it's hard to get discouraged when you have that communication. They're honest with me. They tell me what's going on and I know what's going on. So I just got to do my work at the end of the day. Go to the rink and control what I can control, and whether it's here or down there, and just got to keep moving forward and help the team.
That's a professional.
Just a pros pro.
Professional giving hockey mumbo jumbo right to the media there. He knows what to say.
I could listen to those cliches over and over and over on a night like this. Also, we don't chirp him when he starts with... It's tough.
It's tough. It's tough.
Because it is tough to do what he does in the NHL on the bubble, called up, and once again, to bring the energy that he does for the Oilers. It feels like that extra bullet in the holster where you're like, hey, you don't doubt the energy levels of Max Jones. You know when he's going to be in. Limited ice time in this game, once again, only played over 7 minutes, or 6:56, not even over 7 minutes. He had 2 shots. He had 4 hits. And once again, that goal celebration was fantastic, Brett. Give me one more time. Let me get a look at it here, because finger guns, finger points, I don't care nonetheless. My favorite part of Ryan Jones back in the day was his goal cellies on goals that, they didn't happen all too that often. So you got to enjoy these. The fans are going nuts. That kid's loving it, even though he's wearing a Sharks jersey. We'll leave him be. What a game, what a night. What a pro.
2
Max
goals
Jones.
in his last 4 games. Dating back to December 29th against Winnipeg. That was his goal. I forgot. It was Hudson who scored on Boston. Jones assisted on that one. 2 goals in his last 4 games in, limited time on ice, to say the least. So can I interest you in a Lazar, Jones, Frederick 4th line?
Yeah, you can.
For the playoffs?
Sprinkling a little Connor Clattenburg, too, just so I know. Colton Dock, I feel like he's out for good now.
Yeah.
From everything I read about his injury, sound like re-aggravating something that was an issue in Chicago that he maybe never fully got worked on? We got a Max Crosby situation going on here. Do we not disclose medicals?
Raider
Either way,
for life.
Colton Doc, we love you. We wish you nothing but the best. I'm Bash Bros. I am all about a Bash Bros fourth line.
Let's go.
Maybe Adam Henrique isn't that kind of guy. But either way, hey, it's his night. Also, a lot of people in the chat going, finger guns. Pew, 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 pew.
Be careful.
These things will get you. These things will get you. Safety's on. Don't worry. All right, that'll do it for the good, the bad, and the oily. We also have a man who spoke to the media post-game who we were ragging on tonight because he played so well and was so effective throughout this evening. Connor Murphy scored a fundamental goal. I keep referencing Tim Duncan, NBA fundamentals. That was the Dickinson draw to Murphy on the blue line, throwing the puck on net. But we all talk about it. The new guys, the defensive effort, the defensive acumen that they have brought to this team. You have felt the impact pretty immediately, pretty consistently. And Connor Murphy spoke to the media about what he is seeing changing for the Oilers' defensive effort.
What have you seen defensively from this group? Because from the narrative heading into since you got here, it must feel like a big
and I don't think that's me. I think I can tell in the meetings and I can tell that the talk in this locker room among the leadership about the buy-in, about how this last month of the season and these last chunk of games, how it's now or never to buy in and to play that responsible defensive game, because that's what wins late in the season into playoffs. So you can see that's a good sign of leadership on a team when guys bring that out vocally and really put an onus on each other and accountability that we need to do that. And there's still lapses for us to do better, but that growth is a big thing.
I tell you, just another pros pro, a professional, a guy who's filling some much-needed holes for the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, it feels like the last 2-3 games here, Darnell Nurse's play has settled down pretty consistently. We were talking about tonight, like, he was just winning battles. He was getting pucks out cleanly. Got a little bit lucky with the glass, too, there on that one play, but hey, it is what it is. What have you thought of Connor Murphy and the impact he's had for the Oilers?
It's been great. And I mean, like, tonight I just thought was, for the most part, pretty tidy. A couple errors. But overall, typically when, they do get hemmed in, he's the first to launch himself in front of a puck, And
not tonight, though.
If the Oilers win the Cup this year, I think Patrick Wilson will play him in the movie that comes out about it. So,
whoa, I know who that is.
Patrick Wilson.
That's the Insidious guy.
Yeah. And Conjuring. He's the Conjuring guy.
In hour 3, we will cast all of the Edmonton Oilers in Hollywood. Stay tuned for that. That's actually fantastic.
Who'd play Connor McDavid?
Sidney Sweeney.
Sorry. It's playing the hits in my head.
Sorry. I'm just going over.
Said the quiet part out loud.
I don't know where that came from.
Hey, chat, help me out right now. Who do you think, pick whatever Oilers you think have an actor or actress, once again, that could play them in a movie role when the Oilers, it's entitled Cup Year.
Yeah. Maybe the elephant. No, I won't say that. No, I won't say that. I won't say that. I won't say that. I didn't say anything. Janmark's safe. Okay. Janmark's going to get one line in the movie.
Janmark will have to play Janmark in the movie because nobody wants that role. Sounds in the room. We do have one more, but they're brought to you by Prairie Toyota Dealers. Are you looking to dominate off the ice as much as your team does on it? Well, check out the Toyota Tacoma. Its standard I-Force engine boasts an impressive towing capacity of up to 6,400 pounds. In fact, it's the most powerful Tacoma ever. So whether you're hauling gear to the rink or heading to an away game, you can tackle it with ease. The available panoramic multi-terrain view monitor gives you live underfloor view to navigate even the toughest terrain with ease. When it's time to load up, the available power liftgate makes loading your gear in and out a cinch. Experience power, capability, and convenience with the Toyota Tacoma. Shout out Papa Boards back in the day did drive a Toyota Tacoma.
Somebody in the chat said Tom Cruise is Matt Savoy. Hyman maneuver. Tom Cruise is Matt Savoy.
That's totally accurate.
The Family Guy episodes that they always have with Tom Cruise.
South Park episodes from Tom Cruise that Tom Cruise did not like. that they did.
Matt Savoy, he's going out on his own, and they're trying. No, Matt, you can't do that. No, I have to do this.
Matt Savoy does do his own stunts. That's a fact. Everybody knows that.
It's dangerous, Matt. You can't. No, I'm gonna do it. Goes in, scores.
He's got a little extreme in him. Justine, I think Chuck Norris for Connor McDavid. Yes, 1,000 times yes to that.
I think Chuck Norris is like 80.
You really gonna say something about Chuck Norris live and on the air?
I'm just reporting.
Yeah, be careful. Chuck Norris is listening right now.
Get your roundhouse kick right to the side of the head.
I've seen Delta Force. Have you seen Delta Force?
No.
Listen,
stepping on me.
The Delta Force. That is
Shaq as Hyman.
That is an action
people are
film
saying as well.
There.
We are an hour into the show, and we are making Chuck Norris jokes. Fuck yeah.
Somebody's saying Matt Damon to play Connor McDavid.
Okay.
I could kind of see that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Good actor,
You know who plays Savoy?
Who's Ben Affleck play, Leon?
Chalamet.
They have to. It's
Chalamet plays Savoy.
Chalamet?
Timmy?
Oh,
totally.
Chalamet.
That's... I like the image of Tom Cruise doing it more, though.
Maddie Supreme.
We need that. We need someone to make that up.
We're going to start making movie posters with Edmonton Oilers on top
By
of
the
them.
way,
this
we
is why
did.
ChatGPT
Hey, this
exists.
might be a good a time as any to a couple of games ago. I made the comment when Zach was in this seat that between myself, intern Sergeant Battle, and Zach, that there could be like an evolutionary chain between us or a Venn diagram, if you will, between our appearances. Do we have that? Okay, we'll give it a sec, but there's been some great work done. Lance Kane, I believe.
An artiste.
Well done.
We said art. That's art. We'll bring it up in just a second here.
From our lips to the listeners' ears. Thank you for chiming in and creating this. You're going to love it.
Many reasons I love this chat. They're in on the jokes. They help advance the jokes so further down the line and stuff. They will do the research for me when I need them to in a pinch. They will also make hilarious Venn diagrams on the weekend in their spare time.
Yeah.
And send it to us. And Lance, you've done your finest work yet. You've done some of your finest work because it is shocking. So we'll allow producer Brett, to bring that in for just 1 second. We actually did have one more clip as well here, Brett. Chris Knobloch talking to the media post-game. We talked about it. What are they going to do now that Leon Draisaitl is out of the lineup? So he's giving Max Jones compliments. Do you want to go first, or do you want Nobby to go first?
Let's hear.
All right, here's Chris Knobloch talking about the performance of Maximum Jones.
See a player like Jones, does he mirror some of the fourth-line players that Florida trotted out last year against you? Greer, Gadjevich, those sort of guys that can play maybe 10 minutes and not hurt you and are strong on the forecheck.
Well, not only will he not hurt us, but I think he can help us. Obviously scoring a goal tonight, with our team, it's important to provide some energy and some physicality and some speed to our team. All three of those he checks. We need that kind of player, and I think he's a great compliment to our team.
He has been a great compliment to the team. Limited ice time in a pinch. You know what you are going to get from Max Jones. And one thing you don't hear Chris Knobloch speak that glowingly or, give the trust of fourth liners. And once again, he only played .656 in this hockey game. But performances like that, he's got to be in the lineup Thursday against the Florida Panthers, correct?
Yeah.
He has to be.
Exactly. Who's coming out?
Well, that's a discussion we had on pre-gaming. We'll save that for hour 2 or hour 3 as well. The chat is on fire right now. Edward Norton as Chris Knobloch. That's bang on. Nail on the head, 100%. What else we got here? Kevin Hart as Darnell Nurse. Not quite seeing that one, but we do have the photo here now.
Yes.
So, the explanation, please.
Yeah, the evolution of man. So it's like we've been looking for transitionary fossils. You know what I mean? This is a big step in that direction about, the evolution from the apes that we evolved from. For me, nice and clean cut is so nice. I'm wearing the same shirt right now. In fact, Zach, The battle.
3 different shades of green Menzies is wearing right now.
It's a lot.
He couldn't decide.
No.
Once again, ONE, no green. We have how many different shades of green here on Pre and Post?
That's right.
What you going to do? Shout out Lance. Shout out Zach Lang as well. That's my favorite photo of Zach
Great
I've
picture.
ever seen. I was going through the Greta playoff photos this summer. Just, going for a peruse. See how sweaty and bad I look in some of them. And I came across this one, and I was like, Zach, what? We were working. It's good times, man.
Perfect lighting, perfect. It's well lit.
Shout out
It's well
Tyson, the
shot.
photographer. Be Good Collective on
Yeah.
Instagram. Give him a follow. He does great stuff. But that's a working man. You excited? Hopefully, and once again, tonight, that does help the Oilers. Maybe I should check their money puck odds now to make the NHL playoffs. Could be happening, men's, and this will be your first year at Oilers Nation for playoffs. Me and Brett spent every single game at Greta Bar YEG last year. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Same deal the last season. We really put in the maximum amount of work at that bar without getting the ultimate payoff, but I still had fun nonetheless. You getting that playoff itch yet?
Look, it was plus 16 or
Yeah.
plus 17 today. The patio was open downstairs. It was a gorgeous day. It's playoff hockey weather, and it's getting the wheels turning a little bit about what the spring may look like here. So we're excited about that possibility. That's for sure.
Shorts weather, Brett. You can start showing off your Jake Wallman tattoo again.
Thank God I can wear shorts again because I have busted 2 pants this summer. I'm wearing new jeans that I don't know if I'm having allergic reactions to or not. I can't wait. What?
Man, busting through your pants.
Buffalo Sabres W!
Let's go, Buffalo!
You scared me. You really scared me there.
Scores!
Tage.
Josh Norris scores!
Tage Thompson.
Scores! Nice. Okay, all right. That's got us feeling real good then.
Tage
All right.
Thompson wouldn't have bitched if he scored the overtime winner about the puck going to the Hall of Fame.
Did you see him rip 5 consecutive one-timers the other day on the power play?
Hockey
Rock
player.
star shit.
Hockey player.
Rock star shit. Let's go now. Bordzy's Bankroll, which I am embarrassed of this evening. Brought to you by Bet365, where I said it earlier. Hockey fans, you can now check out Bet365's 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up by 3 at any point, you get paid. It's that simple. So, for example, it didn't happen tonight. The Oilers go up 4-1 at one point. Even if they blow it, even if they lost in regulation, you would still be profitable. You would still be a winner regardless of your team. And then this even applies to the NBA as well, which we were discussing this earlier. I don't know if Bet365 is watching the NBA very often. 15-point lead is nothing in the association, but for them, if your team goes up by 15 points, bang, that's an early payout. Get paid early, Bet365.
That's got to be priced into the lines, though. You know what I mean? If they're going to give you that, I think that's baked in the cake. They're not dumb.
Well, at Bet365, they do amazing things, and you should find out for yourself.
They're very
You are on Bet365. So
I am now.
there we go. We're ready to rock. Company man. Michael Menzies, company man.
They were trying to withhold me for so long until tonight. And when they knew
didn't want that Max
when they
Jones
knew
action.
that Murphy was
Menzies
not
actually had
destined to
a
block.
little bit of trouble getting connected, getting set up
Big
on
time.
Bet365. Finally work today goes through. Bang. Max Jones.
It was a good thing I didn't wager what I said I initially was going to wager.
Yeah. On Connor Murphy.
Yeah, the Murphys.
Yeah. So pull it up here, Brad, if we've got Bordzy's Bankroll. I am embarrassed. I am disappointed. But the Oilers got the win. So at the end of the day, who actually gives...
What's the difference? 2 out of 3, 0 out of 3. Doesn't matter.
I mean, my pride a little bit, because then I have to do this.
but-
Brett used to play the old We don't have that now. Don't
can
bring that
just
back.
do- okay.
Don't bring that back. Don't bring that back. I hated that.
There's
Connor
nothing,
Murphy.
there's nothing worse than a story that begins with I needed one more in a parlay and I would have hit. You know what I mean?
Nobody cares about your fantasy team. Nobody cares about your bets. Unless it's on Bet365, because I'll listen. Because I will listen. But we were unsuccessful, man. Connor Murphy, 3+ blocks. He didn't even have one in this hockey game. At one point, I think I did bad. I think I was...
He blocked that shot, though. He blocked
I
the
know.
one that went off of
That
him.
was Zach Hyman.
Not that
You
one.
said it in the
I
moment.
was watching.
Not that one.
Does Zach Hyman have a block?
There was an innocuous shot before.
Yes, he
Several
does.
minutes before that went
was
off
Zach
his
Hyman's
stick
block.
that I thought was one block. but they did not give him that block.
And I meant personally me, because at the end of the game, I think I read the box score wrong.
Yeah.
I think I read Letty's block shots.
Got us all excited.
And I freaked out, and I went, oh my God, he hit it. And I hit refresh, and I went, no, he didn't score.
Yeah.
There was no scores on Bet365.
No
Connor McDavid, he needed 2+ points. He only had 1 assist on the evening, and then Matt Savoy needed 2 shots. He only had 1. So, swing and a miss, as Waz pointed out earlier, that's a baseball saying. At the moment after he said that, my God, people, I tell you sometimes that would kill Menzies again.
It was so out of the blue, and he's like, "That's a baseball phrase."
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
Good
man,
job.
yeah.
Like, what?
Somebody said Creed Bratton will star as Tristan Jarry.
Oh, that's tough.
Lance Kane throwing in the 3 X's. Mr. Burns saying woof. A lot of oofs and woofs. Justine also asked real question. When did Menzies become Oilers Nation?
I am Oilers Nation. When did Oilers Nation become Menzies? That is the real question. It was back in the fall after the polls going up. They said, more Menzies. And I said, wow, those are very impressive numbers. Why don't we put them on more? And quite honestly, I think it's been a smashing success. It's unbelievable. And it's been a few months. The fall.
You didn't even mention the Dow or the S&P 500.
No, but the Dow, we know what the Dow is doing. Big things, incredible things. So. Unbelievable.
Also, that's probably a perfect segue into Venezuela. Shout out Venezuela. The baseball
They got
squad.
them back tonight.
That's crazy.
Big night on Bet365. Good for them.
Clutch.
Big dub. Now, if you want to talk your shit online to the Americans, once again, keep it between the lines of sports, I would say. But there was a lot of stuff said about Canadians recently. They did beat Canada in the quarterfinals, I believe that was. But
we don't talk about that.
Whatever.
We're gonna be talking a little later on to somebody who actually played in that game tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm excited.
Whoa.
I'm excited.
Interesting.
All right, okay. All right. We'll unpack that one a little bit more.
It was a fraudulent loss by unbelievably crooked umpires. I couldn't believe it. Maduro is still locked up. Yeah. We should move on.
Yeah, I didn't know how much more you had in you.
No.
I was going to let you really spin the wheels here for a minute. All right, let's now let's take a look at the standings, and then we'll take a look at the Oilers' upcoming schedule. And it's brought to you by Truck Month. Truck Month. Because it's Truck Month right now, and that means
You want
it's
a
your
2-inch lift?
2-inch factory lift.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's Truck Month, and that means it's your opportunity to get into a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Pro Graphite Crew Cab at 0% financing for 72 months. Look on the screen below you. Look at that fine ass vehicle. You're getting a 2-inch factory lift with off-road suspension, a powerful 5.3 liter V8 engine, and a commanding presence that demands attention. Hurry in to go see the Sierra 1500 Pro Graphite Crew Cab in person and take advantage of Truck Month before it ends. I feel like you would give an excellent vehicle commercial voice.
Truck Month. You ever drive down a back road and have to take a lot of stuff with you, like the quad, full of camper?
Say it commands, it has a commanding presence that demands attention.
It has a commanding presence that demands attention.
That's like, I got goosebumps down the back of my spine right now.
There's something going on in my pants.
Something's happening right now.
You're getting a little ram going.
All right, Brett, throw it up for me. Let's,
Whoa, that lift. Whoa.
That's a factory lift right there. So these are your current updated standings.
Nice.
As of right now. For the Pacific Division, the Edmonton Oilers tied for first place in the Pacific, 77 points in 69 nice games played. The Ducks, 2 games in hand, currently tied with the Edmonton Oilers. The Vegas Golden Knights who are unsuccessful tonight. Shout out Buffalo as the Sabres shut out the Golden Knights 2-0. So they sit third place, 76 points in 68 games. Scroll down a little bit more for me, Brett, if you could. The Seattle Kraken, they still sit 71 points. They played earlier today, losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning by a score of 6-2. So there you look at it. That final spot feels like it's going to be one of those three Pacific Division teams that grabs it. Once again, we still got 13 to 15 games remaining for everybody in the Western Conference. Nashville is still a part of the picture. They're definitely still alive in this thing. Anything is possible, which credit to them, because I don't feel like anybody expected the Preds to be a part of this thing. What do you think, man? That is a huge loss for the San Jose Sharks. They still sit there, though. 66 games played, so they got one in hand over the Kraken. They're still alive and well. That was a big loss for their playoff shot.
Yeah, they got a lot of hockey to play. I mean, there's still so much.
Jabronis, as you mentioned earlier.
Jabronis, yeah. They got some jabronis coming up. Chicago a few times, and Nashville a bunch, and Winnipeg, and Vancouver, and Philly on Saturday. So, I mean, it's all there for them to do. The Oilers can't worry about that. They got to take care of their own business. I know there was some talk, and Yaremchuk was on the sauce. And I mean, it's true that, if the teams with games in hand win their games, there's nothing the Oilers can do. Well, there's lots the Oilers can do. I mean, they have now, 13 games remaining.
We still play the Sharks head-to-head. We still play Vegas head-to-head.
If you go 9-4 in that stretch, you're going to be okay. You're going to be in.
The Edmonton Oilers, currently moneypuck.com, 85.9% to make the NHL playoffs. Scrolling. The San Jose Sharks sit there at 28.3%. And then, Brett, why don't you throw up the schedule for us here right now, because it's another big, fat orange W for the Edmonton Oilers. Booyah. And then we look forward to Thursday night, Stanley Cup Finals rematch, where, yes, I understand the Florida Panthers, they are not the team that they were last season, as they sit second last in the Western Conference, 33-31-3 record.
Eastern.
But this means a lot. Yeah, sorry, in the Eastern Conference. This still means a lot for the Edmonton Oilers, right? Especially on home ice. There's all kinds of emotion. There's still plenty of familiar faces out there for the Florida Panthers. I know that crowd. They are going to be fucking rowdy on Thursday night, and they're going to be giving it to a select couple people out there for that Panthers squad. Once again, let me ask, Connor Ingram getting the start?
Yep.
When do you think Tristan Jarry could get a start? Because you got some pretty important games coming up here. Florida's probably your, technically, record-wise, shittiest opponent, which is wild to say. You got a big one against Tampa Bay, where it's a big litmus test game, I would also say. Then you got Utah on Tuesday. They're in that first wildcard spot. Boom, Vegas, live from T-Mobile Arena, where Bordzy will be having one hell of a time. You got Anaheim, then you got Seattle. Those are all very, very important games, but you can't have, when was Jarry's last performance? It was the back-to-back?
Thursday against
Defined
Dallas.
performance.
Thursday, Dallas. So let's say...
Well, I mean, if there's going to be a game, it's going to be Thursday.
It would be, right?
Like, if
That's
you
kind
look
of
at
what
the
I'm talking
schedule,
myself into.
Everybody else is a playoff team for the rest of the month here.
Yep.
So if Jarry's getting in, it kind of points to...
I agree, because I wouldn't throw him to the Wolves against Tampa. I wouldn't do it in any games that actually have
With that
standings
said,
implications, but he does need to play. You cannot go, once again, I've used the term borderline unplayable, because he has been, but if you're not going to call up Calvin Pickard, you can't have your backup goaltender go 2.5, 3 weeks without getting any game action. Especially when we know he practices the way he practices and he skates in warm-ups the way he skates. No, we're not doing that.
Warm-up watch.
That's where the next back-to-back is, too. The Utah-San Jose game, too. Which is an important
But you can get to the back-to-back days off, before you set up, and then you get another back-to-back with these Sundays and Mondays off. So it's certainly not inconceivable. It's just whether I believe Knobloch will do it. I'm starting to get the sense that maybe he will, which means it'll probably be the opposite.
And he won't. He's going to zig when you zag.
But I don't know. I think it's tough when we've all seen what Ingram can do, that he's going to be ridden here like a like a
Careful.
Floor's yours.
No, he's gonna be like a king ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was trying to pull
Like
it back
a horse.
to trucks.
Like a horse.
Like a rented mule.
Rented mule.
I think we're gonna cut that scene.
Somebody also said that Tristan Jarry plays after the Edmonton Oilers clinched the playoffs, and that Nobby, as far as Nobby's statements go, that was a pretty declarative one from him the other day when it felt like, once again, Rashog did kind of have to reel it out of him a little bit, but he did in saying that Ingram is going to get a starter's workload moving forward. Logic would dictate if there's days off between every single game here that they're going to ride Connor Ingram. And it's tough to look guys in that locker room when you see how consistent Connor Ingram has played. I'm trying to think of another word, but no, how consistent Ingram has played, how good he's played. How could you roll out a guy who every time we've seen him recently has put the Oilers behind the 8 ball from either the first shot on or the first period on, but at the end of the day, he is going to need time eventually. That just might have to wait until after the Oilers have clinched.
I was trying to remember the name. I know Ford trucks because those were the ones I had as work trucks in Bonnyville.
Tell me more. Justine said, Aaron, we need you to make the arms move again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I had a 23 Ranger, a 24 Ranger.
My hands are cramping. Fuck.
Look at you go. Too. That is.
It's good stuff.
Clap,
good.
clap, clap. Yeah, I had a few trucks, actually.
It's good.
What do you do?
Good stuff. Want to give a quick shout out, Dog Patch. Just keep it here. Folks, we're going to be at Dog Patch a lot from now until the end of the season or until the Stanley Cup. Just till the Stanley Cup is handed out, rather. Keep it locked on our socials. We should have some more events moving forward. We get the great privilege of getting to eat some of their fine dinner items. Tuesday night, pizza night down here at Dog Patch. Brett, I already forget what it was. Beer cheese,
potatoes. It had some bacon on it. What?
It gets me fired up.
Oh my God, that scared me. And something else. Now I can't think of the other thing on
You're terrified.
it. But it was unbelievable.
I'll tell you what,
dude.
if you were on a diet, a weight loss regime, this pizza, no. I am with the beers and the pizza.
Couple green beers. Green beers. We got
It's
food
good thing
diet.
I did some walking today because.
Good thing I've been
gonna
sitting
stick to
down
me.
for the entire day today.
Yeah.
Tough day at the office.
No, we went up and down the stairs.
And we took
Couple
the elevator a couple times. Yep. Too. I was a little tired. Just checking, confirming anything else in the chat. Any super chats? Nope. Also, I love the AI chat summary that gets generated. Viewers in the chat are saying that goaltender Tristan Jarry is struggling and should be replaced by Connor Ingram. The understatement of the century, but even AI understands it. It can be that obvious.
I had pitched an idea, and I feel fine sharing it because I don't know if this is going to come to fruition about an office skit to do, where
we talked about this. Don't spoil it.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah. We literally talked about this today.
If we're gonna do it,
we got to do it.
Then we got to do it.
Yeah, we talked. We had a pseudo social meeting today about it.
We had a meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wheels are in motion. Wheels are in
All
motion.
right. This is good.
And if it's going to get done, I know a couple of guys that get stuff done, and they're in this room. And they also rely on their intern, Tristan, over there to help them out. Thanks, Tristan. We appreciate you. Once again, reminder, voicemail line is still active unless there's anything else we want to touch on.
We didn't hand out jeans tonight.
Oh, shit. That's right. I'm always getting turned around here.
I am so hot. I am
Brett, give him some fan action.
sweating.
Give him some fan action if you
Sweating.
could. Let's do it. The Jeans. Who's the LVP of the evening? The Jeans are brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky. I was about to say whatever the moment, and I stopped myself. Only the finest tasting meat products earn the Wilhock name. Made from 100% Alberta beef, their jerky is aged, seasoned, and smoked and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. For more information, head on over to WilhockBeefJerky.com.
That's much better. I was feeling like...
How good does that fan feel?
I was feeling like Stormy Daniels from the grand jury. Oh, I feel much better now. Good Lord. We are good to go.
The denim chat, play along. Didn't think Stormy Daniels would get referenced tonight.
She is a liar. She isn't.
Now let me tell you about Melania. People throw them in. What are you thinking for the Jeans? Rain City said either Nurse or Wallman. Feel like you just kind of want to play the hits on that one. I don't think Darnell was necessarily Jeans worthy tonight from the Edmonton Oilers.
I really didn't like the Dickinson. Got to get the puck deep there. Got to get the puck deep there. And I know he knows, and he hit a whole thing where I'm not going to change my game. And I think Roslovic gives him the whole beaver tap, yelling, I'm open. And, yeah, that was a tough one. I didn't think that there was a ton of candidates tonight.
No, and I'd say for that Dickinson play, that's one early on in the game. He's in an elevated role, playing the 2C role, where we mentioned on pre-gaming that there's some hesitancy there of whether or not Dickinson can, carry an offensive workload like that, or is he better suited in that 3C role? And you looked at that kind of quick play there and you went, yeah, he might be trying to make plays that he otherwise wouldn't normally try to make. I do think after this, though, he settled down a little bit. The camera was zoomed in right in on his grill after this goal was scored, and he knew he did bad. He knew he had done wrong. He made up more for it. Then later when he won the draw, getting it back to Connor Murphy. And they were able to score a goal there and get on the board. Dickinson's play, that was very Jeans-worthy. Overall, for the Oilers, man, I'm having a tough time singling anybody out. Like, you go through the forward group. Overall, there were only 2 players that did not record a point tonight. Adam Henrique is the high point man with 2 apples, but it was Szymanski and Kasperi Kapanen. If I had to give it to an Oiler, and I don't really want to, it would probably be Josh Szymanski. Played 10-53, zeros across the board, had 1 hit. He did.
You noticed one shift. One of you guys noticed one shift where he just wouldn't go into the slot.
So there was a time where there were 4 or 5 Oilers right near the blue line. Then they fanned out. They take up space in the zone, and Szymanski is at the middle of the zone, blue line, gets the puck. There is 12 feet in front of him. Nobody's there. He would not penetrate. And then I think in his head, he's like, look, it's better for me. I got to stay above the puck. I can't be chasing. That's my role here. All of that. I think as he gets more comfortable, he's going to recognize, okay, that's a good position there to take a bit more ice to make a play. But I thought it was, he was okay. He was okay tonight. He's going to be elevated here with this center ice stuff because with Dickinson, what were the Dickinson minutes here? 16, 31.
I'll check the fancies.
It was 18 plus. It was 18 plus on Sunday night. And
Dickinson outshot 5-12. Goals were 1-1. Expected goals for percentage just for Dickinson at 5-on-5, 19.52%.
But yeah, you kind of get Roslovic. It gets a little floaty. It's a little taking up, stick in the air. And
I'm still curious if the Oilers are going to just go back to what why you have the utility knife, why you have the Swiss Army knife. That is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Throw him on that 2C role. I discussed, I think, a perfectly adequate second line is Pods Nuge with Jack Roslovic. And that way Jason Dickinson can be more defensively minded. You can work on that 3C role.
Here, I'll give you some
penalty kills, face-offs. Yeah, the sweat's coming back for me now. Lisa, you didn't tell me that these hats, they trap in the...
Fuck both you guys. What are you talking about? That's not... I have 2 monitors here. You guys are shifting it. Do you know how much
I got
I'm
one
sweating?
BBL. I got heat emanating.
No kidding.
Can I tell you actually a funny power story from my place? This is not going to help me beat any allegations toward the BBL, but when I drove back from Fort McMurray on Thursday... I get home, I plug the bad boy in. I got to get right to work to do something, but I got the stove on and the power goes out as soon as I plug in the laptop.
Wow.
Yeah. No way. And then if it took about 50 minutes, it comes back on, I start working, and the power goes out again.
What?
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes, eh?
The woman upstairs didn't pay the bill. But I thought... Man, is it sucking so much
Did you really
power?
know? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that is what happened, yeah. There was
and the BBL.
There was a whole discrepancy with. Don't get me going.
No, let's back it up.
Some stuff. There's been some domestic stuff.
Let's get her to call in on the voicemail line. Let's get her side of the story as well.
I mean, just not in terms of an RCMP file. I'm saying in terms of home life.
All right.
I paid her to pay the utility bills, and a bill got missed.
Okay, it happens. It happens.
Or
sometimes.
this sucked all the power out. And
That's actually probably what happened. You probably plugged it in, and
was
your
like this.
laptop used too much power.
Yeah.
And it shot out.
It's like
electricity.
Clark
Dude, that thing
Griswold
is,
plugging in the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
It goes in, and all the power in Chicago just goes out.
Do you ever get shocked when you plug that thing in?
Oh, every time I open it, I just look. I say, "Wow, I'm shocked."
Is that real? Is that thing real? Oh my!
Wow.
Final thing here, super chat. I see Big Comfy Chesterfield is in with $2. I think Menzies can do a really good Mark Normand.
Comedy.
Comedy.
That's comedy.
Yeah,
That's
he
all
can.
I can really do.
Menzies is our impression king.
The Jews.
I can't wait for the Menzies Bordzy impression that we are going to get. I want it on game 82. Power through, Brett. Power
I
through.
don't think we can put that out.
I don't know if we can.
Power through. All right, should we get to the voicemails?
Leave that.
Should we get to some voicemails now? They are going to be brought to you by the folks from Swiss Donair. Swiss Donair is home of the old school Donair with options if you want some flair. Open for 25 years and now open 7 days a week. The pride of the North Side. Swiss Donair is great for events at home or office. Check out their location at 8308 144 Ave Northwest or order online at SwissDonair.com. Folks, just so you know, we got the voicemail line active on pre-gaming and Oilersnation After Dark for every single game this season where I can hear from you, the listener, the viewer, whatever way that you intake this content. We want to hear from you, so you let it rip. I accept lots of voice-modulated AI things. We accept raps. We accept yelling, all kinds of angry rants. We really accept it all, so let it rip, as I always say. Producer Brett, what do we have tonight?
We have three. We have 5 voicemails. I can't count either. I can't read or count, apparently.
We knew that.
Yeah, that's called
Triple threat.
This guy can't count
Well,
either.
that's what I mean.
I was going to say dual threat.
Number 3, my lord. Number 3.
All right, we're going to start off with, I believe, the first-time caller, Thea Moomin.
Whoa.
First of all, I think it was Menzies. I hope that Max Jones anytime hit. Second of all, I believe it was 13 Oilers that got points this game. I feel like I'm dreaming. That is the best outcome I could have possibly asked for. Yes, perhaps there was a moment in the second period where things weren't going our way, but they just proved that they are an amazing team. Shout out to Adam Henrique for a great game. Shout out to Trent Frederick. Just love it. Just love everything about it.
Great
Nice.
call.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Call in more often. Nothing but good takes right there. Menzies,
Yeah,
you
wrong
did
with
hit a plus $1,100 Max Jones anytime goal. What up?
Hey, the wheel. I let the wheel decide, if the wheel.
I let the wheel take the wheel.
Yeah, please. Please do. I wish it could decide more things for me in life.
It decides a lot of things for me on my day-to-day.
I need to create
like
more
a lot of simple
wheels.
decisions I wheel up. Really,
Yeah,
anything. Any
yeah.
restaurant, whatever movie
Yeah,
I
you
want to
said
watch.
that. Yeah.
I let the wheel take a lot. I've done the wheel. Am I going out tonight or am I staying in for an early night? Whatever the wheel decides, the wheel decides.
Free will, mistake.
Thewheelofnames.com. You can also customize your wheel. We need to get sponsorship with Wheel of Names.
Yes, we do.
I love that thing. Brett, what are you giggling at back there?
Lance, I can't read it.
Also, Lance said he was talking about jeans earlier, and he basically said there was a 7-year-old wearing a Matthews USA jersey, and Lance said that he wanted to beat up said kid. So, I hope he didn't. But
I hope he did.
Like an update on that, Lance, let me know.
Don't beat up Peyton. No.
He just bought it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, moving on to the next one. Moglin Celebrini, who might have just played in this game.
Should we get back to frame Mog?
Yeah, we got a Mog for this one real quick. Hold on. Get set up. All right, here's Moglin Celebrini. Can you out-Mog the Moglin?
Hey, guys. Bordzy, that hat makes you look pretty red. Maximum Jones legacy game? Honestly, awesome game. Super pumped. Love Kingram. I'm going to go celebrate. Have me a couple of green drinks. Cup year.
Cup year! Yeah. Who was that again, Brett? You said? Moglin. He's got a Mog voice. He just voice mogged all of us right there.
Yeah.
Because that was deep. That was manly. And a no lies detected, brother. I agree 100%. Someone said Mog Jones as well instead of Max Jones.
Hilarious.
I didn't fight the kid. His mom was a big lady. He said, like, Jesus Christ.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. No, you don't want to. No, you don't want to mess with a mama bear. Thoughts on Moglin's voicemail?
We have a fight in the 5th row. It's a child.
The 200 section between a 7.
Oh my God! They're hitting each other.
Yeah.
Is that Lance Kane?
Yeah.
That's punk rock. That's punk rock if I've ever seen it before.
Right there. Alrighty.
Jones maxing as well.
Why didn't we think of that?
Right
It
there.
is right there.
Jones Max.
Alrighty.
Idiot.
Moving on to our next one. This is
Sorry, I should have been bone mashing. Sure.
This is coming from Sasky Girl Oil fan who put in the chat. I'm pretty sure I sent mine in a little drunk. So hey,
my favorite.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Bordzy, we are planning the parade in Imperial. Cup, yeah.
Cup, yeah.
They're planning the parade to Imperial, Saskatchewan.
She's a woman of few words. Any questions? All right, we good? All right.
Good.
We love you, Sasky Girl
Succinct.
Oil fan. Shout out Imperial, Saskatchewan once again. We need you. We love you. You're all honorary Edmontonians. Every single one of you. I can't say every single one of you can stay at my house, but
What about your mom's house?
You know what?
I might need to stay there if this power situation doesn't get fixed.
Hey, Ma, is it okay if Menzies comes over, powers up the laptop in the basement?
Yeah.
You gotta unplug your fan.
Yeah.
Your everything. You gotta unplug it all. Shout out to Sasky Girl Oil fan. We love you. We appreciate you.
Alrighty, second to last one we have, which is pretty fitting considering whoever sent this call in just finished second to last in the World Baseball Classic and second to first, I guess, in the World Baseball Classic and second to first in the World Series as well. Ernie Clement has sent us a voicemail. Here's Ernie.
Max Jones.
Cup here.
Said it.
Cup here. Yeah.
You know what? That makes me appreciate Chris Knobloch a little bit more than he does. Old man clear his throat before. So Connor Ingram's the number one.
That's crazy.
Keeping Export 8 Greens alive. Single-handed.
He's just sitting on the bus heading back from the WBC angry.
Yeah.
He just saw Max Jones scored a goal.
Yeah, tough go for Earn Dog now that I think about that.
Tough. Hate to see it.
He's a Bills fan too, right?
Oh, damn.
Tough go.
Triple kill.
Tough go. Once again, I'm a loser too. I've lost so many things this year, but takes one to know one. Ernie, let's hang out. Let's become boys.
Hey. Alrighty, and the final one comes in from a 7-year-old that might have been beaten up by Lance. Payton?
Yo, what up, fellas? Happy St. Patty's Day. You know what I mean? Like, what a great day. I've just been chugging green Ronas all day. It's been freaking beautiful. Had a little bit, couple Guinnesses to the dome, feeling absolutely buzzed right now. Fellas pulled off an absolute beauty win. But wait, on a real note, who's excited for next game? Because Jari is going to be back in the net and is going to prove the haters wrong. But what a game today from the Edmonton Oilers. Max Jones scores. What a game from Max. Kid's got talent. Kid's got talent and heart. What a great guy. Go Oilers. Yep, kid.
Yep, kid.
Yeah.
I like that he calls Max Jones a kid.
Yeah.
Max Jones is 28 years old. Peyton is 20.
Good talented. First rounder.
This kid might have something here. This kid.
First round pick.
Jones maxing. He's been Jones maxing. Sounds like Peyton's been Rona maxing.
Yeah.
Getting sendy, as he always says. So people know Peyton doesn't drink alcohol. So that's why these are extra
Straight
hilarious.
edge.
Straight edge. Straight edge is always cool.
Not in the eyes of the Oilers, apparently.
Now, should we share with the class that I chugged an ice cold beer in 10.81 seconds earlier today?
10.81.
Yeah,
it
you
was
did.
the best time here.
Ice cold beer.
Yeah.
Witnesses.
Yeah. We couldn't do it. We both had to stop.
Let's
'cause it
not
was
bring
too
up
cold.
what you guys did,
Yeah,
because
you're
that was
right. But if it was
I'm not a chugger.
If it was in a class, it would have been. I think that's a crazy thing to say. I don't think you're allowed to say that either. That's crazy.
I got invited to a certain bachelor party from a certain friend of ours, and I needed to know my skills and my abilities. So I said, Brett, can you time me for a quick sec? See if I still got it? Oh, I still got it. Okay. You don't lose something like that.
All right.
And I'm about to... like a glove. Final thing, also just want to give a plug, Nation Vacation. Coming up next week. Everything is already sold out flights-wise and all that. But if you happen to be in the area... we still do have some game experience packages available right now at nationgear.ca where you can come party with the entire ON crew. Have a jolly old good time down in Sin City. Also on the Tuesday night, we're going to Tom's Watch Bar on the Strip to watch the Oilers take on the Utah Mammoth. And it's going to be a good time there. We'll be on the Strip, so maybe it could be... once again, if you're in Vegas, you happen to be in the area at that time, send me a DM. Because we should be hanging out together. Now, Menzies, we have one more thing to do. Rank our favorite Saints of all time. The chat was asking for it.
Right.
You asked me earlier today. Do you have a prepared list of your favorite Saints?
I have a few Saints.
St. Patrick being one of them, of course.
Well, it's number one, St. Jerome, who was our patron saint of the school, St. Jerome. What a man, St. Jerome. I think St. Francis of Assisi kind of gets slept on. I think he gets slept on. I believe he's the one who stayed in a cave and wrote the Bible in like the year 700 with a lion with him. St. Francis.
Sounds fishy.
Yeah, St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland.
That's the wrong St. Francis. It's got to be Xavier.
I don't know. I think there's some... I think Joan of Arc.
I was just going to say Joan of Arc's my 1-1.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc's a saint?
Yeah, technically speaking, she is a saint.
Very, very brave. Very brave.
Very brave. I said St. Teresa as well. Not totally entirely sure what she did, but I used to play basketball at St. Teresa in Sherwood Park. So that's enough for me right there. St. George's Day, which is coming up at near the April 20-something. Be sure to wear red for St. George's Day, or Liam will kick your ass.
As a Brit, St. George is high up there. We can't forget St. Anthony. St. Anthony, when you pray to try to find something that you've lost, you pray to St. Anthony.
St. Nicholas, shout out Santa Claus.
Christmas.
Can't forget that. You can't forget that. He plays an important role as well. Chat, you guys, you got any famous saints?
Any saints? I think St. Peter, overrated. I mean, he denied Christ 3 times.
Somebody said, does Derek Carr count? No, Jameis Winston. All-time favorite saint.
Speaking of which, I was actually going to say my favorite saint is Greg Williams.
Defensive coordinator?
Yeah, he was a defensive...
Bountygate?
Yeah. that was mine.
Fair enough. Guy gets what he wants.
Wow.
Let me say that. Any means necessary. Any other saints?
I mean, St. Mary's, she's,
Who are other, I guess U2, Bono's, like who's St. Patrick's Day is taking a victory lap on a day like this? Who are the kings of Ireland?
Yeah, U2 would be
number one.
Would be amongst them.
I think there's somebody that we can't really talk about, Connor McGregor, who's probably...
Precision in timing. The speed was too fast for Jose Aldo. He didn't know what was coming.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck? We haven't dropped many fooks tonight.
Yeah.
That's on us.
Yeah, you're right.
That's on us. We should have done that more. Peyton said St. Charles, and then he also said Purdy. I don't just wants to throw in some Brock Purdy time when he can. You got to get your mentions in. Not a lot of Saints here. Not a lot of Saints.
Well, and
Archie Manning.
Yeah, well, he's an OG. And then you think, okay, November 1st, that's the day. You don't have to pick. It's All Saints Day.
George St. Pierre.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis. That's a good
Your
one.
turn.
St. Louis.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boo.
St. Louis. Shout out to City.
St. Missouri.
Shout out to Cardinals.
Yeah, shout out Missouri.
Yeah, shout out.
I just like fellow idiot, but who the fuck?
St. Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. Shout out to UFO landing pad.
Yep, been there many times. They have a nice, you can go inside a, gift shop inside there. And then also they have the accounts. And by that I mean the of different cattle mutilations and different things that have happened in the area. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They keep the records.
Oh, yeah. Also, I want to give an
They keep
update
the
here. I
records.
didn't see this. Now, as it comes across my desk, shout out to Spec. Everybody read Spec. Leon he said his tweet, or Brett, maybe you can pull it up for me if you want. Yeah. Spec has this one.
Sportsnet
At
Spec.
Sportsnet Spec, quote from Chris Knobloch, right now the timeline we're using is the end of the regular season. Once the playoffs start, we will reevaluate, discussing Leon Draisaitl's health and his availability. We know he's not going to play in the regular season. We didn't hear anything earlier today about the NHL playoffs. Once again, that's in like a month, so we got plenty of time between now and then. Menzies, I don't really know how to take that. I also didn't hear it with the classic Knobloch before he said it, so how do you really know if it was actually Nobby who even said it? No, because Spec's a trustworthy source. Thoughts, feelings, concerns?
Well, right now the timeline that we're using is the end of the regular season, and once the playoffs start, then we'll reevaluate. But right now, the timeline that we're using is the end of the regular season. But again, once the playoff, and it keeps going and going and going. In the
You can tell me Nobby's in the room with me right now, and I'd be like, yeah.
Looping.
It's like closing your eyes when you hear Landon Ferraro talk. You could think it's Ray.
Yeah.
I shut my eyes when you talk, and it sounds like Edward Norton is playing Chris Knobloch in the 2036 movie Cup Year.
Cup Year.
Not to be confused with the sequel Yup Year.
Canadian history.
Canadian classics right there. CanCon, if I've ever seen it before. That got Edward Norton, Chuck Norris, Tom Cruise. Who else do we get?
Timothy
Chalamet. Well,
Creed Bratton.
That one we could get. That one we could get. That one
He's
we
available.
Could get.
He's available.
So yeah, there's our final update on Leon Draisaitl. But tonight it did not matter. The Edmonton Oilers still grabbed the W as they defeat their division rival Sharks by a score of 5-3. 2 points in the Pacific Division standings, a 4-point swing. The Oilers tied for first in the Pacific Division. Don't look now, but the Edmonton Oilers might be getting hot. And to that, my little leprechaun friend says, high five.
Clap for me.
BBL, brother.
Clap it.
BBL, Drizzy. BBL, Menzies laptop.
What a night.
What a night. What an evening. Spectacular evening. One of the best evenings I've actually had. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Please throw down your courtesy like on the way out. It really does help us. Make sure you subscribe to the ON YouTube. Join us tomorrow for Oilers Nation Every Day, live at 12:01 Mountain Standard Time, where Ty, Liam, myself, we will be there breaking down a big Edmonton Oilers W and discussing where they go from here. Could we see Tristan Jarry get the start Thursday night? Something I don't even want to think about, but it could be a possibility. Menzies, any final words for the folks?
Good one tonight.
Have a shilling. There you go.
Thank
Brett,
you.
Have a gold coin, gold star. I threw that way too much. Battle. That one also hit the door frame.
Whoops.
You mean these aren't real shekels? What do you mean? All right, love you all. Sleep tight. Have a good one, and we will talk tomorrow on ONE. Menzies with Bordzy all week long. All
week
4
long.
games this week.
All
the
week
crew,
long.
they are back. All right, peace out, everybody. I'm waving goodbye. Cup year.
Cup year.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.